What is happening, ladies and gentlemen? How's it going? El Stevo here. This is the first in a new series for me. It's kind of going into new territory. I've only been watching this show a couple of months, so I'm not an expert. I'm far from an expert on comic books and that kind of thing, but I really enjoy this show. It's one of my favourite shows at the moment. You've guessed it, it's The Flash. CW's The Flash. Now, basically, this video is just going to be a season 3 preview. It's going to be about 10 minutes of me giving you pretty much all the information that we've got so far, what I think could possibly happen, all the news that's come out recently. Obviously, excuse me one second. I'm a little bit tired today. Been up at 5 o'clock every morning this week. Joys of being a father. Basically, just all the information that's come out. There was a new trailer today, Run Devil Run. I will put a link to that in this video if you want to click on that and have a look. Just basically going to go over that real quick, and yeah, that's pretty much it really. Hope you enjoy. The end of season 2, obviously it was a pretty crazy ending there, I think. Obviously Barry defeated Zoom, it was all good. They went back to the Allen's house for a pizza party. Everyone was happy. Obviously Barry was pretty depressed. Although he'd won, he'd obviously lost his father to Zoom. He'd been hit with the revelation that Earth-3 Jay Garrick was actually his dad's doppelganger. So it was all a bit crazy for Barry. He sat with Iris on the porch. They had a bit of a moment. Iris said she'd wait for him. Barry was like, oh, he was depressed as hell. They shared a kiss. Barry, after Iris walked in, did the unthinkable, went back in time, saved his mum, changed the timeline, and that was pretty much where we left off. Now, season 3, we know 11 days from today, October the 4th, episode 1 is called Flashpoint. Now, Flashpoint is a comic book arc. I'm not sure on massive details, but obviously it changed the Flash's world, Central City, and the outer DC universe in loads of unimaginable ways. Basically, I think the TV show's version of Flashpoint is going to be a bit more personal to Barry. I think it will affect the Arrowverse, maybe Supergirl and Legends as well. Obviously Legends of Tomorrow, but I think it's going to be quite personal to Barry, and the creators have said that they're doing their own version of Flashpoint. It's not going to be concerning the outer DC universe. There might be, I know that there's going to be crossovers and stuff with Arrow and Legends of Tomorrow and Supergirl, even a musical crossover. But I don't think Flashpoint's going to be quite as far-reaching as some people may want it to be. I know my boy Warstew was hoping that Flashpoint was going to be quite a long ongoing thing. Originally I thought it would be 4 or 5 episodes, but it's looking that Flashpoint is maybe going to be 2 episodes at the most. Episode 2, October the 11th, obviously is called The Flashpoint Paradox. Now, in The Flashpoint, obviously there's a changed timeline. I think we're going to kick off with Barry. He's going to be playing Happy Families with Nora, who will be alive obviously, and Henry. They're going to be playing Happy Families. By the looks of it, Cisco is a billionaire. He's the richest guy in Central City, so that'll be quite an interesting little thread. He's not going to know Joe and Iris, I don't think. I think in the Run Devil Run trailer, Iris introduces herself to him, so that could be quite interesting. Obviously, Barry and Joe were really close, and Joe's one of my favourite characters in this show, and his relationship with Barry has been one of, obviously his adopted father, but it's been one of father and son, and they're really close, and Joe is a guy that I've really admired throughout the show. Fantastic acting. But obviously he's not going to know them so well, so it'll be interesting to see how that works out. I've seen in the trailer as well that as Flashpoint goes on over the course of 1 or 2 episodes, Barry will start to lose his powers, start to lose his memories, and we see a brief shot of his reverse flashy about Thorn, telling him that because he changed the timeline, he needs to go back and obviously make things right, otherwise he's just going to lose all his memory of everything, he's going to lose his power, and he'll be stuck. So that could be quite interesting, and obviously I think Barry's going to go back and change it, but I feel sorry for the dude really, because he got in the last series, he got over his mum dying, and then literally one episode later they hit him with Zoom killing his dad, and it's crazy. I've not lost a parent myself, but to anyone out there who has, I can only imagine that it's pretty tough. But obviously with the Flashpoint in the trailers, we've seen Wally West, Joe's long lost son, who appeared in the second half of last season, and Norris's brother. He's going to be Kid Flash, so Barry's not going to be alone with the Speed Force, so that could be quite interesting. Whether Wally will retain his powers when Barry puts the timeline back remains to be seen, but obviously Wales, Dr. Harrison Wells' daughter, she got hit with a Speed Force wave when they gave Barry his powers back, so could be interesting to see how them two come into play. Maybe Jessie Quick will get her powers, and we could have a speedster trio come the end of the season to bring down the big bad. Who knows, really. What else have we got for the first 2 episodes? That pretty much covers Flashpoint, I think. It's going to be very interesting to see how they play it. I think it's going to be, like I said, more personal to Barry. This TV show, what makes it so good for me is that it's not just a superhero show. I can watch it with the missus. She enjoys it because it's got the comedic element. It's very good with how they cover relationships and stuff like that. And then you've got the awesome superhero stuff as well. I think they do everything pretty much on point. It's a brilliant show. It's fast becoming one of my favourites. We just have a drink. I think with regards to cast regulars and good guys in season 3, obviously Matt Letcher, Dr. Harrison Wells, Harry is confirmed for season 3. Will he be in the first couple of episodes? I'm not really sure. When he puts the timeline back, we'll be seeing some of Earth 2 and Harry and his daughter. Obviously, I mentioned about her being Jessie Quick, and maybe she'll get a uniform and whatever. Her and Wally, there was something, maybe a little something between them, bit of love interest. This show's about the relationship, so that could be pretty good. Obviously, John Wesley Shipp, who plays Henry Allen, and Jay Garrick from Earth 3, he's confirmed to return. Now, in an interview, he has said basically that the producers, the creators, they've got so much more potential for him now. When he was Henry in the first 2 seasons, he kind of had an arc. He was in prison, they got him out. He went and did his thing, he came back, he died. There wasn't really a lot they could do with the guy. Excuse me. But now that they've brought him back as Jay Garrick from Earth 3, Henry's doppelganger, they've got so many options. I think he's going to show up in Legends of Tomorrow, maybe even as part of the Justice Society of America. Now that's been mentioned. I haven't watched Legends yet, but I think that could be pretty damn awesome. I've only heard good things about that show, and I'll definitely be watching that. It'll be another one that I could possibly review as well. That could all obviously lead into the musical crossover that they're going to do. We've got Supergirl, Arrow, Legends of Tomorrow. Kevin Smith is confirmed to... excuse me one second, guys. Kevin Smith is confirmed to be directing episode 7 of season 3. The title is Killer Frost. There was a leak of the script, and the name was on there. Now, for me, Kevin Smith directed the best episode of season 2, Runaway Dinosaur. The one where Barry was stuck in the Speed Force, and the Speed Force was talking to him by way of people that he knew. That was brilliant to me. Absolutely fantastic stuff. And Kevin Smith, he smashed it out of the park. So I can only imagine that episode 7 will be... It'll be amazing. He said that there's going to be some killer performances. They're currently on day 7 of filming. They finish on Monday. So I'd look out for that. That's going to be one hell of an episode. Now, I'm pretty sure one of the episodes as well, they're going to be going to Earth 2 to Gorilla City. So Gorilla Grodd, who's appeared in both series so far, it must cost them an absolute bomb in special effects for this guy, but they've done it brilliantly. A super intelligent ape that can control minds. The special effects are just crazy. We're going to see him. Maybe he's the leader of Gorilla City. Maybe it even possibly brings in the potential of Monsieur Mallah being there with it, maybe as a potential. But anyway, going to Gorilla City would be absolutely awesome. Now, moving on finally to, obviously, the bad guys, the nemesis of the series. Obviously, we've had Reverse Flash. Brilliant twist with him. We've had Zoom. Absolutely brilliant season with him. So far confirmed, we've got the Rival. Now, I'm not 100% on the Rival, but I think I know that he's Jay Garrick's Reverse Flash. I'm not 100% certain on that. I will do, obviously, as the season progresses, I'll review episodes and we'll have a lot more of a talk about the Rival. Then we've got, instead of one big bad this season, we've got two. And the first one is Dr. Alchemy. Now, Dr. Alchemy is he's master of transmutation. He uses the Philosopher's Stone, which is actually quite ironic because potentially he's going to be being played by Tom Felton, who played Draco Malfoy in Harry Potter. Now, this isn't confirmed. I don't think it could be, but Tom Felton is playing a character called Julian Dawn, and he's going to be working CSI for the Central City Police Department. He's going to be working with Barry Allen, and he's going to take an immediate dislike to the guy. Now, Tom Felton plays a great baddie, and I can only think that they've brought Tom Felton in to play Dr. Alchemy. I think that'd be a fantastic move, and the link with him using the powers of transmutation and the Philosopher's Stone is just a great it's just a good shout. It's completely coincidence, but I think that's just fantastic. Now, he'll be teaming up with Savitar. Now, Savitar is a speedster. He's one of Barry Allen's, in the comics, he's one of his oldest rivals. He created the Court of Savitar, and he got his powers. He was in an aeroplane, the plane got struck by lightning, and that's how he got his powers. Now, Savitar and Dr. Alchemy, the producers and stuff have talked about this, and they're going to come at Barry from different angles. It's not going to be like your season 1 and season 2 where it was the big bad, this is what I've got to do to beat him. It's going to be, they think it's going to be Dr. Alchemy and Savitar, and they're going to be giving Barry all kinds of problems. And this is before we even get into the, obviously, villain per episode. I'll do another little video maybe a few days before the season starts, going over the different villains and stuff. But that's the main big bad. So I think this season has got the potential to be absolutely brilliant. I think the creators have said they're going to go back to the lighter side of the show that they had in season 1. I think that could be pretty good. Season 2 was very dark at times. But it was about Barry's journey, and the journey that we had Barry on through season 2, for him to come out of the Speed Force with this renewed hope and renewed outlook on life, only to get it absolutely ripped away from him again with Zoom killing Henry, was just, it was gut-wrenching, man. And for Barry to go back and change the timeline, and us having the chance to see Flashpoint in the first couple of episodes is absolutely brilliant. I'm really looking forward to this season, guys. If this video goes well, I'm going to do episode reviews. As the season goes on, I'll do theories. I'm going to be doing a team video with War Stew at some point for Mr. Robot. Maybe we'll do some DC stuff too. My Mr. Robot videos are doing absolutely amazing. I can only thank you guys. I don't know what to say really. It's just been Absolutely brilliant. So many views so far. I've only been doing this 8 days. As you can tell, I'm still a little bit nervous on camera and stuff. But I think that pretty much covers it for Flash Season 3 preview. I've covered everything I can. I didn't want to do it in like 2-3 minute videos just for the sake of it. I thought I'd give you one big preview. If there's anything I missed, give us a comment and I'll quite happily put it in the next video. I will be doing Sports Saturday. It will come out about this time tomorrow, so watch out for that. And I'll come up with a few more ideas for a few more videos. Thank you very much for watching. 11 days, people. Countdown to Flash Season 3. Peace out.